Okay, so buckle up for this one, because today we're diving into a story, well, let's just say it's one of those that makes you wonder just what in the world is going on.
Definitely one you'll want to hear to the end on.
No doubt. We're talking about the alleged death of a Bigfoot in Pagosa Springs, Colorado.
Back in 2017.
2017. And we've got, well, you've brought all this stuff to the table. Eyewitness accounts, opinions from all these experts. We've even got some historical context for this one.
Yeah, it's amazing what you can dig up.
It really is.
Yeah.
And honestly, I gotta say, the deeper we go, the weirder it gets.
He really is a classic example of, something seems simple on the surface.
Right.
But then you start looking at the details.
Yeah.
And it just gets more and more perplexing.
Yeah, it really does. And believe me, there are some details in this story that you're going to want to rewind and make sure you heard it right the first time. But let's set the scene first, all right?
Okay.
So picture this. It's late at night in July. You're driving down this, dark, winding mountain road near Pagosa Springs. What could go wrong, right?
Well, in this case,
yeah,
everything.
Oh, boy.
Our main source here is this eyewitness claims he was driving with his wife when they came across this scene. He says it changed his life.
I bet it did. What kind of scene are we talking about here?
Well, he says he saw police cars, lights flashing, the whole 9 yards.
Okay.
But they were positioned kind of strangely, almost like they were trying to block off the area.
Really?
Yeah, he said it seemed deliberate.
Deliberate how? Like they didn't want anyone to see something.
That's the question, isn't it? And get this, that's before we even get to what they were doing there in the first place.
Okay, all right, you got to tell me. What was so important that the cops were blocking the road?
He says there was this large, dark shape just lying in the road. And he's adamant, whatever it was not a bear.
Not a bear. Okay, now I'm really interested. What did he say it looked like?
He described it as having black fur, grayish skin. But here's the picker.
Yeah.
The head. He said the head was more human-shaped than bear-like. Specifically, no rounded bear ears.
Okay, now that is creepy. And he was close enough to see all that.
According to him, yeah, just a few feet away. Said the police car headlights were right on the creature. Even saw blood pooling on the asphalt around it.
Oh, man. That's intense. Did he say anything about how it might have died?
He said there was blood splattered on a guardrail nearby. Like it had been hit by something, or maybe hit the guardrail itself.
Yikes. With the scene that graphic, I figured there'd be, official records, police reports, news articles, maybe even photos.
You'd think, right?
Yeah.
That's where things get really strange. There's nothing, no accident reports, no local news, no official documentation at all.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying something that big, that unusual, it just disappears? With police officers right there, what are we supposed to believe happened?
That's a million-dollar question, isn't it? And it gets even more suspicious when you consider this. The eyewitness. He said the officer he spoke to, he wasn't using his police radio. He was making calls on his cell phone.
Whoa. Why would an officer do that at a scene like that? That's not exactly standard procedure, is it?
Not at all. It almost seems like he was trying to keep it off the record.
Right. Like, what are you hiding?
And that little detail, that's the one that makes you wonder what really happened that night in Pagosa Springs.
Yeah. Was this some attempt to cover up something? Something they didn't want getting out?
And if so, why? What were they so afraid of?
Yeah.
It really makes you think, like, how deep does this rabbit hole go?
Right. It's like one of those believe it or not things. You want to dismiss it, but
there's that nagging feeling, right?
Exactly. And the thing is, this isn't the only story with these strange details. It's like, remember those accounts from Brenda Harris? The Bigfoot researcher?
Oh, yeah, those were fascinating. And more than a little unsettling.
Totally. And they sound really familiar, actually. Especially those stories from the Native American reservations.
Right. About the unmarked vans showing up.
Exactly. Like someone or something doesn't want us knowing about this stuff.
Well, according to Harris, this is a recurring theme. She's collected tons of stories, people on reservations seeing Bigfoot. And when they report it, especially if it's a dead one, these vans show up.
Vans? Like what kind of vans?
That's just it. She said they're nondescript. No logos, no markings, just people in plain clothes who act like they're in charge.
That's creepy. Sounds like something out of the X-Files. So what happens when these officials show up? What do they do?
According to these reports, they confiscate any evidence, cameras, phones, even potential, biological samples. And the witnesses, they're usually told to forget what they saw, warned about spreading rumors.
Seriously? Talk about a cover-up. So we've got these suspicious police officers in Pagosa Springs, and now these eerily similar stories from reservations all over the country. It's hard to believe that's just a coincidence.
It does make you wonder, Red. One instance, maybe it's a fluke, but multiple times, and with such specific details.
You have to start thinking it's a pattern, like someone's deliberately trying to keep this quiet.
Exactly. And the silencing goes beyond just confiscating stuff, right? Like,
Yeah.
if something like a Bigfoot actually was found dead in a place like Pagosa Springs, wouldn't there at least be rumors?
You'd think so, especially in a small town. People talk.
Exactly. But just like with the official reports, even the gossip seems to be non-existent.
It's like it never even happened. And Harris said the same thing happens on the reservations. Total information blackout. So let's just say, for argument's sake, that there is something to these stories, that someone, some organization, maybe even the government, is trying to keep Bigfoot under wraps. Why? Why all the secrecy?
The million-dollar question, isn't it? Why go through all that trouble to hide something like this?
It has to be something big, right?
It has to be. And I think the answer lies in what a confirmed Bigfoot discovery would mean for the world.
I mean, it's almost too big to think about. What would it mean if we actually found conclusive proof of Bigfoot?
Right. It would be huge. We'd have to completely rethink everything we thought we knew about, well, about a lot of things.
Like, where do you even begin? Biology, evolution.
Exactly. It would turn everything on its head. We're talking about rewriting textbooks, you know?
Seriously, I can't even imagine what the scientific community would do. It'd be chaos.
Total chaos, at least for a while. Everyone's scrambling to get in on the research, debating the implications. Our whole understanding of primates and human evolution, it would be up in the air.
Wow. I mean, it's kind of exciting when you think about it, but we'd be talking about a massive global shift. And it wouldn't just be the scientists freaking out.
No way. Can you imagine the headlines? Social media would explode, people would panic, misinformation would run wild.
Oh, for sure. It'd be mayhem. And then there's the economic side of things. Think about those areas with all the Bigfoot sightings.
Tourism would boom overnight.
Oh, yeah. And conservation efforts, protecting Bigfoot habitats.
Yeah.
Whole new world, for better or worse.
It would really make you reconsider a lot of things, that's for sure. And, you know, this ties into something else we discussed earlier. The missing 411 cases.
Oh, yeah. That's a whole other can of worms. But if there's even a chance, even a tiny chance, that some of those disappearances are connected to Bigfoot encounters.
It adds a whole new level of complexity to the whole thing.
Definitely. I mean, we'd be talking about a creature that's managed to stay hidden all this time, despite all our technology, a creature that might be dangerous.
And if that were true, wouldn't that justify trying to keep it quiet? At least to some extent.
I guess. But still, you really think some things are better left unknown? That maybe ignorance is bliss?
That's a question people have been wrestling with forever, hasn't it? Knowledge versus the consequences. We may never know all the answers.
You're probably right. Well, we started this deep dive with what seemed like a pretty straightforward story, a dead Bigfoot in Colorado. And where did we end up? A whole maze of unanswered questions, conspiracies, cover-ups. It's mind-blowing to think about the implications if this were all true. Our whole understanding of the world could be turned upside down.
And maybe that's the point of all this. To remind us that we don't know everything. There's still mysteries out there, things beyond our understanding.
For sure. And that's what makes it all so fascinating. So to everyone listening, keep asking questions, keep an open mind, and never stop exploring the unexplained. Who knows what you might find? Because somewhere out there, hidden in the shadows, the truth is waiting.